In 1978, Judith Williamson argued that advertisements appeal to a range of real needs: material needs, social needs, ones fulfilled by religion, and our psychological desires. In doing so, advertisements create false wants. We want consumer items instead of real emotions, real social relations, and our real selves. It just makes plain sense that advertising companies would use celebrities to endorse their products. One simply has to look at the magazine rack in any checkout alley at any store. For some odd reason, we, as humans and consumers, idolize those who have been fortunate enough to be elevated to the status of celebrity. We need to know their every move and every step. Just take the recent visit of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. Our federally funded Canadian Broadcasting Corporation did nothing but report about the event, regardless of the real-world news that was occurring globally. Advertisers are well aware of the positive influence that celebrities can bring. For instance, there is no real evidence proving that Barack Obama's love for his BlackBerry accelerated sales of the smartphone in 2008. However, it is rather coincidental that the highest sales of the gadget timed around the news of the president's refusal to give up his BlackBerry.
30 years ago, in 1986, the advertising industry in the United States, responsible for 50% of global advertising expenditure, was $102 billion annual expenditure. 30 years later, the annual expenditure in the United States is $530 billion, an increase of 5 times. What didn't increase 5 times is the American population.
According to Terence Shimp in 2000, approximately 25% of all television commercials in the United States feature celebrities. Companies have been hiring celebrities for years to be the face of their products, to often remarkable results. But where did this all begin?
In 1963, the popular European beverage Vin Mariani began using the first celebrity endorsements. Britain's Queen Victoria and Popes Leo XIII and Pius X increased Vin Mariani's popularity immensely. However, the fact that it was a mix of Bordeaux wine and coca leaf extract may have helped in its popularity as well. Cocaine? Due to its popularity, it was eventually imported to the United States by American pharmacist John S. Pemberton as a patent medicine considered to be a nerve tonic, stimulant, and headache remedy, dubbed as Pemberton's French wine coca. Since Prohibition restricted alcohol sales, the pharmacist created a new non-alcoholic product, but still possessing the valuable tonic and nerve stimulant properties of the coca plant and cola nuts, but sweetened with sugar instead of wines. You know where we are going with this. The birth of Coca-Cola. The Coca-Cola beverage, whose unit sales totaled a mere 3,200 servings in 1886, is today called the world's most popular soft drink. According to Dr. Strangelove, Coca-Cola is the world's second most popular word. Now, how did Coca-Cola achieve this utterly amazing feat? Especially now that the cocaine properties are no longer? What else? Smart advertising.
The mistake that a lot of people make when they think about corporations is they think, corporations are like us. They really only have one thing, the bottom line. How to make as much money as they can in any given quarter. That's it.
These days, companies are now hiring marketing firms to do market research on which celebrity best fits the product or brand. This research includes such topics as the celebrity's popularity, how effectively he or she can communicate the message to the target audience, the celebrity's prior endorsements, more importantly, whether celebrities' associations are suitable for the brand, and finally, the potential risks of the celebrity getting into trouble. Since its debut just 3 weeks ago, the fruity scent for women has emerged as the biggest celebrity fragrance launched in Macy's history, beating out fragrances of sexy fashion icons Rihanna, Beyoncé, Jennifer Lopez, and Jessica Simpson.
On Wednesday, October 2nd, I was diagnosed with testicular cancer.
Come on.
The CAT scan revealed that my condition has spread into my abdomen. For now, I must focus on my treatment. However, I want all of you to know that I intend to beat this disease. And further, I intend to ride again as a professional cyclist.
Definitely an excellent Nike advertisement featuring Lance Armstrong. However, as Dr. Strangelove argued in class, advertising hooks consumption into charity.
Well, I don't think any conversation would be complete without talking about Britney Spears. Britney Spears was initially hired by PepsiCo for $7 million. But the only problem with that is every single time she was photographed, she was holding a can of Coca-Cola. Oh, duh.
Hockey is that thought inside your head saying, wouldn't it be amazing? Getting up every day and playing.
Doing something that you love to do.
Tim Hortons celebrates hockey as it brings together all Canadians who love
I want to say to each of you, simply and directly, I am deeply sorry for my irresponsible and selfish behavior I engaged in.
How do companies protect themselves from these risks? One way is creating a contract and urges companies to buy some kind of death and disgrace insurance to protect them from the risk that a celebrity get into trouble. Why are these contracts so important? Because the more the celebrity endorser gets in trouble, the less the consumer will want to associate themselves with the product, equaling to a loss in revenue, which means shares are lowered. And we all know that without shareholders, companies tank. In an article entitled Understanding Dimensions of Celebrity Images by Sejong Marina Choi and Nora Riffon, they argue that celebrities achieved recognition and popularity and makes these celebrities look attractive to consumers regardless of their actual physical appearance. I'm not quite certain that this applies to American advertisements. Take the Kim Kardashians, Paris Hiltons, and Jessica Simpsons of the world. According to Rosalind Gill, they are the young, heterosexual, desiring midriff. Fun, fearless females that might be thought of as a generation of women in their late teens and 20s. Mute object of an assumed male gaze.
In advertising is to get around our internal censor. We all have an internal censor. Different groups of censor will be positioned differently about what is acceptable. At what point will we not engage? At what point are we offended? At what point will we be turned off? So they want to titillate us. They want to grab our attention by getting right to the edge of the taboo. Key characteristic of advertising is using taboos to get our attention. We're fascinated culturally. All cultures, ours in particular, is fascinated with taboos, taboo behavior, that which is forbidden.
How are these talentless socialites capable of creating a desired image that sells? By using their initial claim to fame, sexuality, to promote their own brand of fragrances and fashion items targeted to the average consumer. Take Jessica Simpson, for example. According to AOL Small Business and Fashion New York magazine, she is quickly climbing the ladder to becoming a billionaire with her fashion empire. This is a far cry from her Chicken of the Sea fiasco during her early years as a reality TV star with husband Nick Lachey.
Personally, what I think is we'd have a more efficient, less wasteful capitalism. We wouldn't have an end to capitalism. We'd have a more efficient, less wasteful capitalism We'd have more truth in the marketplace. I teach advertising techniques, and I've taught this course for 10 years. I don't know a lot, but I think that advertising is in the business of the big lie.
Even though the majority of individuals prefer their entertainment without the commercial interruptions, like it or not, we are stuck with advertising. Advertising firms will just become a little more strategic. Instead of simply using the celebrity of the day to promote their goods, they will flow with the times. With the rise of technology in this information age, just look for the next advertisement on the sidebar of any web page that you might be browsing. Who knows? Maybe Lindsay Lohan will find herself there soon enough. Well, at least it'll be a better place than she's presently at.